This way. I hope my screen is visible to everybody, right? Amar Raj. Yes. Okay. So once again, good morning, everyone. So welcome to this day one of 2 days bootcamp that we have related to Power BI. So what is this bootcamp is all about? Okay, so this is not a bootcamp where you will be only or we will be only going through the PPTs that we have. It will be 100% hands-on, right? So, from today as well, and in our tomorrow session also, we are going to learn how to actually use Power BI in our real life scenarios. Okay, I am going to cover each and everything right from the scratch and make sure that after this session, you guys will be able to actually learn what is Power BI and how to use it for your benefit, right? So, without any having any further delay, let us just start. So, this is our Power BI 2 days bootcamp. My name is Rahul Lekwani. I am a chartered accountant by profession, and I am a finance professional turned into a data analyst. Okay, so I have transitioned my career from non-IT to IT with the help of Power BI and some of these tools. Right?
Sir,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah,
you are
Amar.
also, sir, you were finance analyst, a financial person, right? You are also dealing with finance in today also, right? Like business analytics में आपने finance तो कर रहे होगे आप.
Yeah.
हाँ, तो वही मतलब आई वाज जस्ट क्लियरिंग कि मतलब बिजनेस एनालिस्ट में फाइनेंस इन्वॉल्व है कि नहीं, लाइक ये तो थोड़ा एडवांस हो जाता होगा.
Correct, correct. We'll touch base that. Okay, we'll touch base all these things also. What are the things that are covered into it, right?
ओके
So we'll touch base that also, in the middle of this session. Okay. So the agenda for these 2 days is very, very clear. It is all about learning what is Power BI, how we can use it in our current role, and how we can actually transition our career into IT with the help of Power BI. Okay. So first of all, we are going to cover what is Power BI. Why should you learn Power BI? This is also one of the very, very important point. Okay. Why should we actually, go for a tool like Power BI? Okay. Some people think that this Power BI tool is very, very technical. Why should I go for it? Okay, that is one of the misconceptions that people have. Okay, so that also we are going to see what are the career opportunities as somebody was mentioning right now. Okay, how this is going to benefit. Okay, what are the streams that come under data analytics or Power BI? That also we are going to see. Then what is the industry demand? Okay, why everybody is after teaching Power BI? Okay, what is that in this tool? Why there is so much demand? Okay, that is what we are going to see. And what are the key features and components of Power BI learning? Okay, what are the key features? What are the key steps that one needs to take actually to get an expertise on a tool like Power BI? And hands-on learning. Okay, so as I told you that it is not going to be only PPTs. It will be hands-on learning over the laptop. So I would request you, if you don't have your laptop right now, just keep your laptop handy. And as I mentioned in the group also, you should have Power BI installed so that you can work along with me. But due to some reason, if it is not installed yet, you can actually install it, and you can attend the session, tomorrow's session also, which is going to be more onto hands-on learning. And from tomorrow onwards, you can join with your Power BI system. Okay, so this is all about what we are going to cover in day one. Okay, and then in day two, how to create Power BI dashboard in under 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we can create a dashboard, a complete dashboard, having a single pager, okay, in just 10 minutes. Okay, and then how to create advanced level visuals. What are some of the visuals that we can create which are advanced level visuals also? Okay, what are the various Power BI tips and tricks? What are the small tips and tricks that we can use to actually make our data to be more presentable, right? Then I am going to tell you how to leverage AI. So AI, artificial intelligence, is there to stay for a longer period of time. and how we can use AI for Power BI visuals also. That also we are going to discuss. And then those people who are going to attend for day one and day two, we have bonuses worth rupees 20,000, which we are going to discuss just after this slide. So those bonuses will be given completely free to you guys. So those who are going to stay for 2 days, complete sessions, we are going to actually, from our side, we are going to give some bonuses. Okay. So stick to it. And I know that this is a festival week. Okay, everybody has some other the work, but you should always spare some time for learning, right? And what can be the better day than today to start your learning? Okay, and start learning a new tool, right? So I'll make sure that whatever this time that we are going to spend together, I'll make sure that whatever I know best about Power BI, I'll be able to guide you and I'll be able to help you, learn all these Power BI skills, right? So as I told you that those who are going to attend for the entire 2 days, okay. So there are three bonuses that I have, which is worth even more than 20,000. But let us just keep it as 20,000 only. So what are the bonuses? The first bonus is 100 AI tools, a list of 100 AI tools that I use on a regular basis for all my work, that I'm going to give you, along with the URL of that tool, along with what task that tool does. Okay, so if I can show you, so this is the kind of portal that you will be going to, and here you will have an option of downloading the file. So from here you will download the file and you will see one of the so in the left hand side, if you can see, there are three bonuses, right? First one is top 100 AI tools. So if I click on that, if I download, okay, so I'll get this top 100 AI tools list completely as a part of bonus to this workshop. Okay, so if you see here, it has over 100 AI tools along with its URL and what use case it is meant for. Okay, right? And from here you can actually select the use case also, right? Whatever the use case that you want, you can just click on that and you will get all the AI tools related to these use case. So as you can see, PDF analysis, PDF tools, okay,
But
then
are they
design.
free or paid? The tools, the
So
tools.
as so if you see here, there is a column of free and paid also. Okay, so if it is freemium, that means these are free plus there is some premium that is there, and there are some tools which are completely free. So most of the tools are actually freemium. So in freemium model, what happens is that some part of it is free, and rest of some premium part is covered under premium plan. So I use it for completely for free work. Okay, so as far as my work is concerned, I try to jumble around between various tools so that I don't have to pay for the subscription. Okay, so these here we have added a column that what is free, what is paid, and what is premium. Okay, so if you select free one, so these are the free tools that are there, right? So in this way, you will get this sheet completely free of cost. You don't have to do anything. You have to just focus on this session. Then, as everybody know that Excel is very, very important in today's life. So I have actually tried to give you more than, I guess, 20 formulas. Okay, along with the sheet, along with the sample sheet, actually, which can help you. Okay, not this is not the file. I'll just show you just a second. Let me just show you my. So as you can see that there are various tabs. Okay, each and every tab, obviously this doesn't have the formula, but I'll make sure that I'll give you the formulas. So as you can see that even the formula are actually written here. So this can work as a template for you to use all these formulas, right? So this also I am going to give you for complete free. And the third bonus, that is the best part, that is our, so as you can see that this is just a second. So this is our resume building masterclass, which we conducted. And that also I'm going to give you as a part of bonus to this workshop. Okay. So you are going to get all the three, bonuses as discussed. Okay. If you attend for the entire 2 days, right? So first of all, let us start with who we are. Okay, why are we doing what we are doing? Why are we conducting all these boot camps for free? Why are we giving bonuses? Okay, so let me just introduce myself. I am Rahul Lekwani. I am a chartered accountant by profession, as I told you that, and me and one of my co-founder Rajesh, we have actually started Data Geeksters. Okay, so the ultimate aim of Data Geeksters is to transition successfully people's career from non-IT to IT. Okay, so we try to provide a hand holding as far as transitioning in career from non-IT to IT, right? So there are a lot of what we feel that there are a lot of people who are actually stuck with a lot of low paying jobs. Okay, and with the help of some tools like Power BI, Tableau, SQL, Python, learning these tools have become very, very easy today, especially with the advent of AI. And if you actually learn these tools, you have an opportunity to actually transition your career from non-IT to IT. So our programs are comprehensive programs. It is not something that works like a recorded class. Okay, so we have all the classes live. Okay, and it is a complete handholding right from the point a person joins with us till the time he actually lands to his job, lands on to his first job. Then whatever the curriculum that we have, it is personalized, okay, guidance, and it is focused on empowering individuals for data-driven future. As we think that as to my mind, data is going to grow to many folds, and there would be a lot of people that are required to actually analyze that data. And still there is a lot of gap between what is the demand in the market and what the supply is. So that is one of the reason why we have started Data Geeksters, to actually help people transition into some very much lucrative data analytics jobs, right? So the mission is, empowering non-IT professionals for high-paying IT careers, as discussed, and the objectives are to give personalized training. So as I told you that we are not focused on giving the recorded classes. As you might have seen that in market, people rely on the recorded classes. But the problem with recorded classes is that you get the classes and then you watch it on, you don't watch it, nobody cares, right? So here we are, you have some accountability to the mentor. Okay, because there will be a you know proper one-to-one mentorship that is given. Okay, comprehensive programs are there, job support is there, and you are a part of a big community. Okay, so all the free sessions, all the free boot camps that we are doing is we are trying to spread awareness related to what is Power BI and how it can actually help you land onto a IT job. So as I told you that I am a chartered accountant by profession, and I myself have transitioned from my core finance role to data analytics role. Okay, so let me just give you a brief about my journey, as somebody was asking. So I was obviously I am a chartered accountant right now as well, but yeah, I worked in core finance role. As you can as you might know that whatever whosoever is working in finance, they are more interested into all these numbers, right? And they are way away from all these IT tools, right? But somehow, of late, after working 7 years in corporate, I realized that there is a lot of opportunity that is there in data analytics. That's how I moved my career. Okay, and I learned all these relevant tools, and now I am working as a data analyst. Okay, I am somewhere away from my core finance role right now. I am taking care of the business related strategies of the company. Okay, I am taking care of the data analytics part of the company, which is the most crucial part, right? And apart from that, I have more than 5 years of teaching experience. I have trained more than 1,000 students, and the number is keep on increasing. Okay, so let me just give you a brief about how these things happened with me. Okay, so I was working successfully as a chartered accountant, but of late I realized that there is some stagnation on these profiles like finance or all these what we can say admin related or finance related profiles. Okay, there is some stagnation that happens after a certain period of time, as far as personal growth is concerned, as far as personal learning is concerned, as far as money is concerned. Okay, then I with the help of good mentorship, I actually learned all these tools. And there was a bulb on moment at that point of time where I realized that these tools are not very difficult to learn. And when after learning the tools, not even actually doing some hands-on experience in any other profile, I actually landed onto a job which actually gave me 40% hike to my chartered accountancy role. Okay, so without even having a practical experience, I had experience of creating projects based on the learnings, but I did not have any practical experience of using Power BI. But still, I got a chance to work for a company, and not only that, after getting a 40% salary hike, I also got a 25% salary increase in the first year of my employment. So these were the things that happened with me that made me realize that as far as data analytics profile is concerned, it is quite lucrative, and there is a lot of demand in the market. That's why you are getting appreciated. Okay, I did not do anything extraordinary. All I did was I learned the tools and applied it in my company. Okay. And on the basis of that, I was also awarded as a Rising Star of the Year award also. Right. So these are the things that happen that can happen with you also if you actually try to do something which is there in the market, which is there to stay in the market and which has a lot of value in the market. Okay. That is how I also, got so as far as data analytics profile is concerned, it has given me I should say name, fame, money, all three of things. Okay. So,
Sir,
yeah,
sir, I just want to ask कि, is there any requirement of prerequisite in data analytics like finance और like
correct,
मेरे background science की थी और उसके बाद BBA
correct.
and MBA अभी कर रहा हूँ in finance
Hmm, hmm.
because finance में interest है like बहुत interest है like I want to go to in finance like marketing तो नहीं करना है इतना clear है तो क्या ऐसा कुछ requirement है prerequisite है अपने आप
No. So the best part about data analytics and Power BI, all these tools are there's no pre-requirement. Okay. There's no prerequisite. I'm going to show you some of the screenshots from the LinkedIn and Naukri also, where you will see that only bachelor's degree is enough. Okay. All you need, see, for example, if you are going for a Power BI developer, what they are expecting you to do is to create Power BI dashboard based on the requirement. That's it. Now, if you are a bachelor's from maybe, for example, I was a chartered accountant. Okay. So that is going to be an added advantage only because as a chartered accountant, you know the business, right? As a MBA, as a MBA professional, you know what how these companies work. Okay, this is an added advantage, but the main core skill remains the knowledge of the tool. So if you have the knowledge of the tool, if you have the knowledge of the business, okay, that can go up, that can go hand on hand in terms of how you are going to do in your job. Okay, so I'm going to show you what are the requirements also. Like for example, if somebody is going for Power BI developer, what is the salary that is going to then that he can expect? Okay, we are going to see what is the salary that he can expect, and we'll see a complete profile also where even the requirement was written, and it was clearly mentioned that this is a only a bachelor's degree. Okay, it can be through B, it can be BCom, it can be MCom, it can be MBA, you name it, right? And we have seen people, with our community also. There are a lot of people who are from mechanical engineering field. Okay, those people also have actually transitioned their career in data analytics. Okay, so the entry point, see, and there is something called entry barrier. What is entry barrier? To enter these fields, you need to have certain degrees. You need to have certain background. But with data analytics, that is not the case. And I'm going to prove you in just coming few slides. So as I told you that these are the various modules of our data analytics course. Okay, so we have advanced Excel, we have Power BI, SQL, Agile, Chat GPT, and AI tools. This is one of the most important part of our entire courses that we do, because AI is going to stay, and it actually helps you a lot in terms of your career. Then Python, Tableau, we have capstone projects. So it is not only about dry learning. It is about actually implementing all these learnings and creating your personal projects so that you can showcase it in your resume, right? Then we have mock interviews, resume building. Okay, one of the courses we are giving it you, giving it to you for free, right? So this resume building course is what we are going to give you completely free, okay, without any charges as a part of this bonus. And communication skills, very, very important. Okay. Communication skills is a very, very important skill that you should have if you want to go into data analytics, right? And of course, employment assistance and post-hire support also we give to the students. So, for example, you have enrolled with us, you have got a job. Now, while doing the job, you get across one or the other thing, right? Or if you get stuck, you can very well come back. I remember when I started off, there was nobody to help me. I used to learn from my mistakes only, and I used to do a lot of mistakes and then, get the things done. But here, what we are trying to do is that we are trying to create a community, and you are part of that free sessions that we do for our community, right? So, with the help of these sessions, you can actually, connect with each other and, help each other as well. So, these are all about the courses that we have. So why are we different in terms of our approach? First of all is personal guidance. Okay. There is no recorded class. You are not at the mercy of the recorded class that are given to you. Our classes are 100% live. We do one-to-one counseling. We have very small batch size. Okay. So the batch size is somewhere around 4 to 5 students, not more than that, because we want to actually concentrate on the very serious people in the course. Okay, so we try our best that we get the most serious people, so that we can generate consistent results. So we have a team of experts. Okay, I am one of the mentors, and I teach Power BI as well. So like me, there are a lot of different experts, and the best part is those are the people who have actually transitioned. So there will not be any technical people who will come and teach you. So IT people will not come and teach you. A person who has actually transitioned his career, just like I have transitioned from my finance role to data analytics role. So likewise, you will have all the people who have actually transitioned their career, teach you how to, transition your career. That is one of the major, factor of our entire courses. Then hands-on preparation and customized teaching. So what happens is that many a times people from different domain actually come and try to transition their career in data analytics. We make it a point that we give them personalized level of mentorship, so that if somebody is slow in terms of grasping, we can actually go back to him, or we can help him back up, buck up. Okay. So these things, these customized teaching also we try to give. So these are the things that make us, different from what people are offering in the market. Now let us, just go to what is the whatever the agenda that we have for today. Okay, we are just going to shift to that. So first of all, what is Power BI? Okay, till now we have learned, we have just saw how these transitions happen from non-IT to IT. But what is Power BI? Okay, why is it very, very important to learn? This is what we are going to see. So Power BI is a business intelligence tool and data visualization tool developed by Microsoft. Okay, so it is a business intelligence and data visualization tool. So if you have a raw data, okay, related to your business, related to your profession, if you want to show it into a manner which can actually help you take some informed decision out of that data, that is called business intelligence. Okay, What is business intelligence? Whatever the data that is getting generated from a business, okay, try to analyze that data and get actionable points from it. For example, you are selling pens. Okay, just take a very basic example. You are selling pens. Now you have the data related to purchases of pens. Then you have data related to manufacturing of pen, or maybe branding of pen, and then you have the data related to sales of pen. Right. So you have data at every stage of what you are selling. Right. So analyzing each and every stage in order to take best decisions in your business, okay, is called business intelligence. And what is data visualization? Data visualization is nothing but creating or showing your numbers in the form of charts, graphs, so that it can be easy to analyze, it can be easy to remember also. Okay, so that comes under data visualization. Okay, now, many of you might have worked on Excel. Okay. So you might be saying that Excel also does a lot of, it can actually create a lot of charts. It can, do a lot of analysis. Why do we need Power BI? Okay. So Excel as a resource is very good. Okay. But the problem is that it has its own limitation. Okay. It has a very limited number of line items. For example, in an Excel sheet, if I show you, let me just go into Excel sheet. So if you go in an Excel sheet, so let me go into an Excel sheet. So as you can see that the last row in Excel sheet is 10 lakh, 10 lakh 48,576. Now, if my data is more than 10 lakh line items, my Excel is not going to work in that kind of data because I cannot merge the data since the line items are very low. Now, for these, this is one of the various different kind of lacunas that Excel has. This is one of the one part of it where we cannot have more than 10 lakh line items as a data. For example, I am living in a very small place in Navi Mumbai. Okay, so if I try to analyze the data in my town, I should say, in my town, how many people? No, what is the population of my town, and what is the bifurcation between male and female? So in my town itself, there might be some 20-30 lakh people. That 30 lakh line items cannot come in a in an Excel sheet. So for these advanced level visualization, we need to have tools which are more powerful than Excel. So Power BI is one of that tools which is very, very powerful as far as data is concerned. So it has various different sources also. So in Excel, what you can do is that you can actually work onto a file which is compatible with Excel. But here, and we are going to see in our hands-on experience also, that Power BI has a lot of different options to upload your data. You can upload a Excel file, you can upload your PDF, you can upload your image, or you can upload your CSV file, you can upload your text file. So there are multiple sources of data that can be attached. And on the top of it, you can have your servers also attached. Okay. So what this will do is that it is going to actually analyze whatever data is that is there on various different places. Okay. So that is one of the
Multimedia
key
can,
features. Yeah.
didn't interrupt. Sir, multimedia can also be uploaded, like videos, images.
No, videos and images can be uploaded, but in Power BI, there's no work of video. We are going to analyze the data, so there is no work of any video that has to be done. Images you can upload. So if you want to show a logo, so Power BI dashboard is all about giving all the information related to a business. Okay. So let me just give you an example of what these dashboards look like. Okay, let us just go into the next slide, and you will be having an idea of what the dashboard is. Okay.
So video URL can insert.
URLs we can insert, but again, I'm telling you, as far as video is concerned, there is no point of getting the video into Power BI. You can very well do that. It can be clickable also, but we don't do it because multimedia has nothing to do with what the dashboard is. So once I'll tell you what is dashboard, and then you will realize that there is no need of multimedia into it. But we can actually attach as a file, so it can be an attachment to it. So Power BI consists of desktop and cloud-based service. Okay, so Power BI desktop is what we are going to work upon. Okay, and what is Power BI service? Power BI service is nothing but sharing your data with multiple people. For example, right now, Amar and Latif, two people are there, and I want to share my dashboard with you guys. So what I can, so for example, let us take an example where you are working on an Excel file, and your boss wants you to do some work on an Excel file. So once you do your work, you have to actually send that Excel file back to your boss. Okay, and then he'll tell you to do some changes. Again, he'll send the same file to you. Again, you are going to do some changes into it, and again, you are going to send the file with the help of mail to your boss. So what is happening is that we are actually changing files, physical files, okay, with the help of mails. But in Power BI, things are different. Okay, here, all I need to do is that I need to generate a link. Okay, just like you might have got the link to register for this course, right? Same way, there is a link that gets generated, and if you click on that link, dashboard will be in front of you. And if somebody, if you, for example, Amar wants to get some changes into it, and he tells me that these are the changes that are required in dashboard, I'll do the changes, and automatically that link which was given earlier will get updated. That is what we call the function of Power BI service, where we are not going to physically send and receive the files. Okay, it will be all based on a URL that gets generated. Clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, I just want to ask one more question. मैं
Yes, yes.
सर मैंने आपकी पिछली क्लासेस अटेंड की थी, तो आपने बताया था लाइक कि अगर डेटा एनालिटिक्स सीखनी है तो उसके लिए एक सीक्वेंस होती है, उसको फॉलो करनी होती है। लाइक पहले एक्सेल होता है, फिर स्क्यूएल होता है, देन कुछ मतलब ऐसे ही कुछ एक सीक्वेंस होता है। तो क्या अगर हम लोग बिगिनर है तो फ्रॉम पावर बीआई वी कैन स्टार्ट?
Yes. So if you are a beginner, okay, you can very well start with Power BI, right? And if you know some bits of Excel, then that is an added advantage, right? So if you know Excel, then you can very well start with Power BI. So I'll tell you how I did it. So I already knew Excel. I was good in Excel. Then I moved to Power BI. Then I learned SQL and Python. Okay, that is what the sequence that I followed. Okay, because it becomes easier to learn Python when you have already learned SQL. Okay, so as a sequence, what you need to do is that you need to have a basic level of Excel. Basic of a level of Excel is enough. Okay, to start your journey in Power BI. And of course, advanced level Excel is very much required for data analytics as a role. So there are two profiles. One is Power BI developer, one is data analyst. Data analyst is a larger profile where you are expected to know Power BI, SQL, Python, basics, and of course, advanced Excel. Okay, you should have good communication skills. Okay, these are the five things that are very, very important. Okay, as a Power BI developer, Excel, Power BI, and communication skills. Okay, so if you have maybe as a fresher, okay, if you have maybe 50% knowledge of basic Excel, then 60-70% knowledge of Power BI, you are 60-70% good in communication, so you can start your journey easily. Then over the period of time, you will learn and you will grow as an individual, right?
Sir,
So that is
not 50%. Like I can understand the like formulas, matlab familiar with Excel, and most of it I can understand, but not like a pro like, or advanced.
so eventually, see, initially you can start, but eventually you have to get hold on Excel. Okay,
Sir,
because
we
Excel
are
is a very,
still
very
on
important
that.
tool. Sorry.
सर हमारी एमबीए क्लास में वो पढ़ाई जा रही है, वो एक्सेल, तो वो वी आर स्टिल ऑन द पाथ, लाइक वी लुकअप, ये सब में अभी चल रहा है।
कौन सी क्लास में मैसेज है?
सर एमबीए क्लास में वो
अच्छा
डाटा
अच्छा, ओके
एनालिटिक्स।
ओके, राइट तो ऑब्वियसली सो ठीक है, तो ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम इट विल कम, बट सी डायरेक्टली इट इज एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट बेसिक एक्सेल इफ यू नो, then in Power BI you can start your journey at least at a intermediate, basic intermediate level you can very well. Now why should you learn Power BI? Okay, there is a lot of there's a lot of demand in the market, okay, for those individuals who can actually create all these dashboards and give actionable points to the just a second. Is my screen visible now?
Oh, sir.
My screen is not visible?
Like this slide, why should you learn Power BI? This is visible.
Right. Okay. So that is what I was talking about. So Power BI is a widely used tool. Okay, that is also one of the major reasons. Okay, so as far as Power BI is concerned, it is not specific to a particular region. It is not specific to a particular sector. It is not restricted to some fields. Okay, wherever there is a business and wherever there is a data, okay, you can very well use Power BI to analyze that. Okay, so be it finance, retail, healthcare, or you name it, financial service, okay, any kind of industry, gaming industry, everywhere, wherever there is a data, okay, airlines, okay, aviation industry. So wherever there is a data, you need Power BI skills actually to analyze that data. And where the data is huge, okay, the requirement for Power BI developer also increases. And the best part about these role is that it keeps you alive. How? You are a problem solver for the organization. That's why you are paid more. Okay. If you are paid more as a Power BI developer, the reason is you are a problem solver. There is some problem that is there related to data which you can solve as a Power BI developer. Whether it is related to data cleaning of the data, managing the data, okay, and visualizing the data. All these various different kind of business problems that you can solve with the help of this tool. And the best part is Power BI is very, very user friendly. It is not something very, very technical. No prior coding experience is required. Okay, many people think that we can only shift to IT when we have coding experience. Frankly speaking, I don't know anything about coding. I don't do any coding at all. Okay, I have learned based on whatever the user friendly tools like Power BI has to offer. I have actually learned through those ways, and we in our courses also we try our best to actually get all these user friendly tools in place so that you don't need a coding experience for getting into data analytics role. So what are the career opportunities? What are the various profiles that you can apply for if you know Power BI? So first is Power BI developer. Second is business intelligence analyst. Again, a very, very lucrative job where you are analyzing the business related data. Okay. Then data analyst, of course, if you are very good in Power BI and Excel, okay, and if you know some basics of SQL and Python, then you can go for data analytics profile as well. Data visualization specialist. This is also one of the key profiles that is emerging. So here, what you need to do, you need not even know Excel also. You should only master the data visualization, how to visualize the data. Data is already there. You don't have to prepare the data. You have to just visualize it with the help of tools like Power BI. And Power BI consultant, very, very important profile. So when you actually get some expertise in Power BI, then you can actually, act as a consultant. Okay, what the consultant does is he doesn't prepare the dashboard by himself. He only gives his guidance to the people or the team members, and then they are going to create the dashboard. Okay, these are
So,
the various. Yes.
सर आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क कि जो फाइनेंस में बिग फोर है वो किन जॉब प्रोफाइल पे फोकस करते हैं इनमें से?
So, Big Four has data analytics as a profile.
Data analytics या data analyst, right?
Data analyst, correct.
Sir, what is the difference between business intelligence analyst and data analyst? Are they
There's
similar?
no much. there's no much difference. It is just that in data analytics, maybe there might be some portion of SQL and Python that you have to use most. Okay. In business analyst, it is purely based on the business information and what actionable points that you can give to the management. For example, the company's sales is going down, every month. Okay, so you as a business intelligence analyst have to find out what is the reason why the sales is going down. What are the key things that are affecting my sales? Whether it is the market demand, whether it is the cost of the product, whether it is the changing behavior of the customer. So all these, high intelligent level of analytics, if you do, that comes under business intelligence analyst. And in data analyst, you are supposed to actually, run a lot of data, give a lot of information to the management, and then management is going to take the decision based on that data. Okay, so there is a very slight difference between the two.
Okay, sir. So anyone having the data analytics experience is having a more edge than business analyst, right?
No, it is not. It is, see, we cannot compare the both. Okay, so that depends on what additional qualification also that you have. For example, qualification like chartered accountancy can go well with business intelligence analyst. Okay, but if a person is coming from a core IT background, okay, for him data analyst analytic profile becomes more attractive because he's not accustomed to business the way a chartered accountant or an MBA is. So it depends on whatever the additional qualification that you have. Okay, you can go for data analytics or business intelligence analyst. So that's why data analytics is a easier option to go. Where if you have very minimum knowledge about business, then also you can survive. But in business intelligence analyst, you need to have very good knowledge of the domain, that is the business. Okay, so that's why data analytics is a easier pathway for those who want to transition. Okay. So what is the industry demand? Let us talk about the Indian market. Okay. So as per the report, and I have the sources also, which I'll going to show you. The market of Power BI jobs is expected to grow significantly, potentially reaching 33 billion by 2025 with 7.6% annual growth rate. So as an industry, as a Power BI developer industry, it is growing by 7%. Okay. If I talk about the basic salary, okay, a Power BI developer, if he's starting his journey as a fresher or maybe 1 or 2 years experience, okay, he can very well land up to a job between 5 lakh to 10 lakh rupees easily. Okay, and not only that, if you have maybe 8 years experience, 10 years experience, when I transitioned, into IT domain, I had 7 8 years of experience. Okay, so when you are experienced, then even for senior roles, your package can go up till 28 LPA also. Okay, so this is all about based on the data that is available on net. Okay, frankly speaking, I have seen people getting more than 30 lakh also in my personal, in my acquaintance. Okay, right. So the only point that I'm trying to make is that there are people who are ready to pay if you have relevant skills. Okay, and if you go into platforms like Naukri, you will get more than 25,000 job listings related to only Power BI developers, right? So this is the kind of demand that the market has. Then, if we talk about abroad, but but many of you might be thinking, why are we talking about abroad? Okay, we are living in India. We are going to do job in India. See, in data analytics profile, uh, again, the place that you are there, it is immaterial. Okay, I used to work for a company which was having its operation in USA. Okay, I used to stay in India and I used to work for a US based company. Okay, so data analytics or maybe Power BI, working as a Power BI developer can give you a lot of opportunity to do a lot of remote work. Okay, as a remote, worker, okay, you get a lot of different jobs also in the field of Power BI. So here in a Power BI role, you can easily get a hybrid or a remote job. Okay, that is also one of the key features of these kind of profiles. Okay, so as per the study of Burning Glass Technologies, one of the firms, okay, So job posting for Power BI skills grew 41% between 2018 and 2020. From 2020 onwards, there is a huge demand of data analysts. Okay. Then the Power BI developer salary, which is there in in other countries, US, it is way more than what we have in India. Okay, why do I want you to see this number of 90,000 per year? Okay, that is somewhere near 70 like 800, somewhere 70 lakh rupees per year. Okay, why I am emphasizing on this number is because this is not the number you are going to get in India. But see the kind of opportunity that is there. Okay, if you compare abroad in India, there's a lot of opportunity that is still there in India. Okay, as far as Power BI developers are concerned, and almost even smallest of the companies are going for data-driven decision making. That is, they want to take their decision based on data. Okay, whatever the data that is available, whatever the analysis that we do. Okay, so whatever analysis that we do. So many companies are getting into, so till now, I would say top 500 companies maybe in India might be using Power BI as of now. But there are more than 5,000 listed companies that are there in India, right? So as again, we are just catering to 10% of whatever the listed companies are there. Listed means those who are listed in stock market. Okay. Still, there are 4,500 companies which are going to get transition into using Power BI tool. And when they are going to go for Power BI tool, then of course they will be actually needing people who know Power BI tool. So whatever I have discussed, there are some sources to it. Okay, I have not made up this. So if I click on this, and you can see that these are the articles that are there. So one of the article is from DataQuest, 8 Power BI jobs that are in demand. Okay, why to choose career in Power BI? Okay, whatever we discussed, right? Power BI analyst, business analyst, Power BI developer, Power BI trainer. So there is a detailed article, and as you can see that the salary is mentioned is 90K to 139K per year. Okay, so whatever I have discussed, okay, it is there in this article. You can very well check it out afterwards. Or there is one more article from one of the firm, that is GUVI. There is a blog actually. So Power BI developer 2024 career, what are the skills that are required, and everything is written in this. And I have taken a lot of matter from here also to explain my point, right? So you can check it out, these links. Okay, we will give you these links after the session so that you can check it out. So as you can see that this is the screenshot that I took yesterday only. Okay, I just randomly searched and I found this Power BI developer job, okay, in Pune, Maharashtra, on-site job, okay. So as you can see that Power BI range that it is asking for, okay, it is 6 to 12 lakh per annum, okay. Now let us see. So we have seen that this is a Power BI developer job, okay, 6 to 12 lakh is required. And if I go into the next page, the experience that is required is somewhere between 3+ years, okay, 3 years of experience. Post bachelor's, can you see this? There is no degree as such mentioned that you should be from finance, you should be from MBA background, you should be from IT background. Nothing is there. All they need is a Power BI developer who can develop Power BI dashboards. Okay. So as you can see here, if you see all the pointers that are there, nowhere it is written that you should have a prerequisite. Okay, somebody was asking about prerequisite, right? This is one of the examples that I came across. Just I searched one. See, if you see, I have searched Power BI developer jobs. Okay. I saw around 1,500 results. Out of that, I actually selected the second one. Okay. And see, if you are actually 2 years, 3 years experience, you can even go till up to 12 lakh as a salary package. This, I'll tell you, this kind of, what we can say, pay is not available that easily. Okay. So this was one of the things that I wanted to highlight. And you can also go into your LinkedIn or into your Naukri and search for Power BI developer jobs. You'll get to know that there are a lot of jobs that are there and there is no prerequisite, right? So what are the various key features and components of Power BI learning? Okay. What are the key features that we are going to discuss in today or maybe tomorrow's session? Okay, are how to connect the data. As I told you that we can connect our data with the help of Excel, CSV, SQL Server, okay, SharePoint, web, a lot of different ways through which I can connect my data. Then transform. What is transform? Transform means to actually clean your data. If there are any errors in the data, you have to just remove the errors. Okay. Then what is data modeling? Data modeling is nothing but creating a relationship between two tables, right? For example, you have a master table and you have a transaction table. Okay, we'll discuss in the detail. I am just giving you a brief about it. So there is a master table. Okay, for example, employee master, right? What is employee master? Employee master is a place where each and every information related to employee is available. Okay, his employee ID, name, place of birth, okay, place of office, father's name, mother's name, everything is there in a master. And there's a transaction data, that is the salary data. For example, employees code is there, ID is there, and salary is there. Now these are two separate tables, right? If I want to analyze, the first thing that I need to do is that I need to either merge these two tables, okay, by having a VLOOKUP, by having a merge. Okay, there are various options that we use in Excel. But how we can create a relationship between the two tables so that I don't need to merge them. That also we are going to see under data modeling. Then DAX, very, very important, data analysis expression. Okay, so this is one of the major important feature of Power BI learning, okay, where you are going to apply formulas in Power BI. Just like we apply formulas in Excel, there are a lot of formulas that are there in Power BI. That also we can do. This is majorly for analysis purpose. Just a second. Yeah.
Sir,
And yeah.
sir, I was having like insecurity question with previous slide. Can I ask now or
Yeah.
later? सर लाइक आप बता रहे थे ना कैरियर के बारे में, लाइक इतना ऑफर करते हैं 6 to 12 लाख और ये, और तो मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था लाइक अगर हम लोग अपने कैरियर में आगे बढ़े, ठीक है, और लाइक वहां पे मतलब हमारा यहाँ पे तो कैरियर ग्रोथ है, टेक्निकली अगर देखूँ तो कैरियर ग्रोथ है यहाँ पे, हम लोग और भी एडवांस हो जाएंगे जैसे जैसे हमारी मतलब एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ेगी। तो लाइक अगर मैं एक सेचुरेशन पॉइंट पे पहुंच जाता हूँ तो क्या कंपनी मेरे को प्रेफर करेगी या फिर वो उन जनरेशन को प्रेफर करेगी जो अभी बहुत ज्यादा टेक सेवी हैं, लाइक वो वो टेक के साथ ही आए हैं, और वो यंगस्टर को मतलब प्रेफर करेगी या हमें प्रेफर करेगी लाइक इन ओल्ड
See,
एज?
I'll give you my own example. I transitioned my career at the age of, I guess, 32. Okay. So, but how I transitioned it is because I tried to learn new things. Okay. So as far as you are there to learn new things, okay, then nobody can replace you. If you are not ready to learn new things, then even a software can actually replace you. Just like AI has done. AI has actually replaced a lot of coding jobs. Okay, that's why you see a lot of people are losing their jobs in IT. Okay,
सर
so
माय
if you are ready to learn, then you are replaceable. Otherwise, you can be replaced by a single software also.
ओके सर।
Yeah.
सर माय क्वेश्चन वाज लाइक मोर स्पेसिफिक, लाइक वहां पे अगर एक सैचुरेशन पॉइंट पहुंच चुका है टेक्नोलॉजी का, तो क्या वहां पे
There is
कंपनी
no saturation point for technology.
लाइक आगे कुछ
AI
लर्न
is
कर यानी
AI has
एडवांस?
proved it.
ओके
So see, I'll tell you how I see it is. I get your question कि मैं अगर एक बार पावर बीआई पढ़ लूंगा ना तो मेरे को जीवन में कुछ नहीं पढ़ना पड़ेगा, ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है?
नहीं
Because
नहीं
I
सर,
learned I
always open
learned
to learn new
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Let me just finish. I learned actually data analytics, and after that, I am doing a lot of courses myself in the field of AI. Okay, so whatever is coming in the market, which is new, okay, the money is going to flow there only. ठीक है? तो अगर if it is your choice, if you want to stay in the same bracket, then you can stay with your whatever the role that you are doing. If you want to go to places where there's a lot of money, there's a lot of growth, then you have to learn all these new skills. So obviously in the market, if you know something that is new, okay, you are appreciated more. That is what it is.
Sir, one more question. लाइक हम लोगों ने देखा है ये ट्रेंड होता है कि लाइक जैसे जैसे लोग कैरियर में ऊपर बढ़ते अपेक्स पे जाते, तो लाइक एचआर वाले या फिर कोई
See,
शायद फाइनेंस
let us just sorry to interrupt you. Let us just keep the questions related to Power BI. आपके जो भी other than that questions रहेंगे, I'll just give you a form. Okay, you can just put your general questions related to career. Okay, or if you want to know more, you can book a one-to-one call, because I don't want to get diverted from a Power BI learning to some other kind of discussion. So what I'll suggest you is that I think we have already shared a link for one-to-one. Okay, so if you have some specific doubt, for the interest of all, okay, so you can just go to a one-to-one call and understand, whatever the general doubts that you have. If you have any doubt related to Power BI, definitely I'll be able to help you in this call. Okay, I hope that that is clear, right?
Okay,
Right.
it was
So,
slightly related to it, so I
yeah, so I would request you to just, maybe, wait for the end of the session. You can write down your doubts so that we can cover it, because we have a lot of things to cover. And let me just put a one-to-one link. Okay. So, we have put the one-to-one link. You can book a one-to-one for general doubts. And if there is any doubt related to Power BI, I am happy to take. Okay. So that we don't get diverted from our main topic. Right. So,
Sir, one question actually.
yeah,
What is
yeah,
the role
Latif.
of AI in Power BI?
Yes, very, very important. So see, as I told you, and you have actually asked a very relevant question. We are actually discussing DAX. Okay. Now, I don't know whether you know it or not. If you talk about DAX, okay, if you ask any basic developer, Power BI developer, he would say that I know DAX. Okay. But if I give a complex query, if I give a complex task to him, okay, he might say that it is very difficult to put a DAX formula. Okay. And frankly speaking, DAX is a very, very broader concept. Now, many people actually get afraid of Power BI just because of DAX. Now, with the advent of AI, what we can do is that we can actually create these formulas with the help of AI, with the help of ChatGPT. So, for example, you have a table. Table has 10 fields. Now, you want to create some DAX formula, but you don't know how this DAX formula work. But you know what has to be done, right? For example, there is a units column and there is a price column. What you need to do, you need to multiply the both. I am just giving you a basic example, okay, which we can easily do in Excel. But let us think in a way that we are doing it in Power BI. We are not using Excel. So if I don't know how this formula language works in Power BI, then I'll get stuck. But if I put my query directly to ChatGPT, ChatGPT can come out with a DAX formula. And all I need to do, I need to just copy paste it in my Power BI. So these are some of the ways through which, even if you get stuck, okay, with one or the other complexity, pa- you know, uh, these AI tools can actually, help you. And one more thing that we are going to see in tomorrow's session is that, as I told you, that we are going to see how we can create a dashboard in 10 minutes, right? This is what I said, right? We are going to create it with the help of AI, which is inbuilt in Power BI. So there is one AI that is called ChatGPT, which is outside Power BI. There is one AI that is inbuilt in Power BI since a long time, right? It has been like 9 years, right? Okay. There is a feature in Power BI which can help you create from text to visual. Okay, that function also we are going to see in tomorrow's session. Okay, so that will give you an answer that how we can. So just imagine, for example, I need to create a pie chart of product wise sales. So, okay, first is I should know Power BI so that I can create a chart. Suppose if I don't know Power BI, or if I am very new to Power BI, okay, is there any option by writing my text, by writing just three or four, lines of prompt that please create my pie chart based on taking these and these things? Can I, can I able to actually create those visual or not? That feature is there in Power BI. That is called text to visual. Now, whatever we do in ChatGPT is text to your content, whatever you want, right? Here, text to visual is available. That is what AI we are talking about. Clear, Latif? We are going to see it practically in tomorrow's session,
Yes.
right? Then, as I told you, sharing and collaboration, very, very important, where we are actually going to share the, whatever the work, whatever the report that we have created with multiple users with the help of a single URL, right? Okay. So this we have already discussed. We are going to learn how to connect data from various sources, build a data model, create a relationship, how DAX works, okay, design and customize visualization, how to create visualization, okay, share report, how we can share report with multiple users, and let us see the one project that we have taken, right, that is creating a dashboard under 10 minutes, okay, that also we are going to see, okay. So let us understand what is dashboard, okay. So many of you might had that uh, you know queries related to what is whether multimedia files are allowed, not allowed. That queries we are going to solve here. Okay, what is dashboard? Okay, so dashboard is nothing but a single pager, one pager information about the organization, about a company. It is a one page information. That means in a single page I can understand each and everything about the company. That is called dashboard, right? And these dashboards are created in, of course, Power BI, right? So dashboard is a single page that displays a collection of visualization, KPIs, and metrics. Metrics means the numbers. For example, sales, profit, quantity, the countries in which we do our business. Okay, month-wise growth, year-wise growth. All these things are part of your dashboard. Okay. So what does this dashboard give us? Dashboard provide a high level overview of the most important information for our organization. It is not all information. Dashboard is not about giving all information. Dashboard is all about giving relevant information about the business. It is an overview, a bird's eye. Okay. Overview of the business. For example, if a person sees that one page, he should understand at least 70 to 80% of what the business does. Okay, that is the main purpose of these dashboards. And these dashboards are used by all these investors. These dashboards are used by the management also. For example, let us take an example of Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh Ambani has such a big organization with various different industries. Okay, so it has oil and gas, then it has retail, it has financial services, it has this telecom. Okay, so imagine Mukesh Ambani, might be very, very busy man, right? So he wants these information in a single page so that he can understand things. Otherwise, managing this big business becomes a very difficult task. Okay, that's why these dashboards are meant for all these top management. Dashboard is never given to a middle or lower management people. It is always given to the top management people. Top people have the access of dashboard. That's why the person who creates dashboard, he has an access, he has a lot of access to the management. Okay, the management can actually see what work you are doing because you are creating something out of the scratch, right? That gives you a lot of access. So they help users quickly identify trends, spot anomalies, and make data-driven decisions. Very, very important, right? As I gave you the example of Mukesh Ambani, if he can see the numbers in a single page, he can actually take more decisions related to business, relevant decisions related to business based on that data, right? So it is a visual data snapshot, real-time insight, very, very important. What is real-time insight? That means these dashboards are created even on a daily basis. Sometimes it is created on an hourly basis also. Okay, hourly basis, or maybe what we can say, shift basis, every 12 hours. Okay, so
सर
this is, yeah.
तो सर क्या हम लोग इसको ये कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं ये ऑनलाइन इनसाइट्स के साथ भी, लाइक लिंक्स के जैसे
Yes,
जैसे
yes,
update
yes, web. That is called web. So we can actually connect it with the web. So if the website is going to change the data, just like for marketing, people do it for marketing, right? Google Analytics is also one of the tool for that. What they do is that, for example, I've created a website. Okay, now I need to track how many people have come onto that website every, like, every maybe 1 hour, 2 hour. Okay, so that can be done with Power BI also. There's an option of web, so I can actually connect the data from the website. Okay, right, Amar?
Yes, sir. Right.
So, so it is real-time insights. A very, very relevant question asked by Amar. That is called real-time, where a website is actually connected to that. Okay. Then interactive data presentation. Okay, it is interactive. What is the meaning of interactive? See, if you create a pivot table, I hope you might have created a pivot table in Excel. Okay. So what happens is that a pivot table gets created, and then if you are doing any changes in the data, you have to just refresh the pivot table again and again, and it is fixed. It is somewhere this the data that is there is fixed. Okay, I cannot interact with the data. I cannot just slice and dice the data easily. But in Power BI, you can slice and dice the data. For example, you have business all across India. So in India, you have business in 10 states. Now, if you want to see that which state is performing, like which is the state which is the performing the best, which is the state which is performing the least. Okay, so these interaction can very well be possible with the help of Power BI. Customizable information, at a glance decision support. At a glance means once I see that dashboard, I get an idea about how the business is going. Okay, that's how all these people, who are all these big industrialists. Okay, they use this option, this Power BI dashboards to take their decisions swiftly, fast. Okay, user friendly interface. It is very user friendly. We are going to see it maybe in tomorrow's session. Comprehensive data storytelling. Storytelling again is a very, very important feature of Power BI, where you are trying to actually create a story, just like you might have seen Shark Tank, right? So in Shark Tank, what they do is that they come and they pitch. So what do they pitch? They pitch their business based on the numbers. This was my profit. This was my EBITDA. This was my year-on-year growth. So what they are doing is that they are trying to create a chain of information so that a story can be made. Okay. Same way that comprehensive storytelling can also be done with the help of Power BI. So where in usually in Shark Tank they do it like by watching a screen. Okay, there is a screen in front of them, and the screen has numbers. But in the same way, you can actually create all these story with the help of a dashboard, right? Accessible anytime, anywhere. Excel, Excel. If you want to see Excel sheet, though we can open Excel sheet in mobile phone as well. But if you compare it with Power BI, even you can see your dashboard on mobile phones. I'll show you one option where you can actually see all these dashboards on a mobile phone option also. Okay, that is also one of the very interesting option, right? And then for business intelligence, it is very, very important. So see, this is the example of dashboard. Okay, so dashboard has all the important information related to various different factors of a particular. So this is a finance dashboard. Finance dashboard means in an organization there are various departments, right? Finance, logistics, sales, marketing, okay, operations. All these are departments. So each department can also have their own dashboard, right? So for example, for finance dashboard, accounts receivable. Accounts receivable means whatever the money that that is going to come. Accounts payable, whatever the money that is going to go. Okay, so it can actually give me the cash flow position, right? Equity ratio, debt ratio, current ratio, DSI, DSO, that is daily sales outstanding. Okay, all these numbers are very, very important to analyze on a regular basis. Okay, so that's how these kind of dashboards can be created. And one of these type of dashboard we are going to create in tomorrow's class, so that you can have an idea of how we can. And these dashboards are created in Power BI only. Okay, so as you can
Sir,
see that net working capital, yeah.
सर आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क कि लाइक आपने जैसे बताया कि अगर कोई एक बड़ी कंपनी है लाइक RIL, रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज, तो उसकी डैशबोर्ड्स भी एक ही स्लाइड में वो कर दी जाती है, शो कर दी
नहीं
जाती
नहीं
है।
नहीं, उनका 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 बिकॉज द इंडस्ट्री इज डिफरेंट। सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर वो 10 इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं तो 10 डैशबोर्ड बनेंगे।
हाँ, तो वही मैं पूछना चाह रहा था सर कि एक में कैसे पॉसिबल है, बहुत मिक्स ऑफ होता है।
एक
और यहाँ
नहीं ना,
पे
एक में एक आई डेंट से कि एक पूरा का पूरा। अभी सी, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो। रिलायंस एज अ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दे कैन हैव अ पीपीटी ऑफ 10 स्लाइड्स, राइट? तो उनको 10 देखना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री इज डिफरेंट। सो ईच इंडस्ट्री हैज अ वन डैशबोर्ड। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, रिटेल इज देयर, तो रिटेल का एक डैशबोर्ड बनेगा। रिटेल के 10 डैशबोर्ड नहीं बनेंगे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ऑयल एंड गैस है, ऑयल एंड गैस का एक बनेगा।
हाँ सर, वो मेरी
सो दैट दैट
परसेप्शन।
दैट 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 इज व्हाट दे नीड टू, अदरवाइज वो एनालाइज कैसे करेंगे? बिकॉज ईच इंडस्ट्री इज डिफरेंट। सो वेरी वेरी गुड पॉइंट कि जो केपीआई होते हैं ना, केपीआई इज नॉट कंपनी स्पेसिफिक, केपीआई इज इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक। व्हाट डू आई मीन बाय दैट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ऑयल एंड गैस है तो उसके केपीआई अलग होंगे। उसको मार्क करने के जो बेंचमार्क्स होंगे या केपीआई होंगे वो अलग होंगे। रिटेल है, उसके केपीआई अलग होंगे। ठीक है। देन आपका टेलीकॉम है, जियो, राइट? उसका केपीआई अलग रहेंगे। तो हर एक इंडस्ट्री, ये इंडस्ट्री, दीज आर कॉल्ड इंडस्ट्रीज। रिटेल एक अदर इंडस्ट्री है, ऑयल एंड गैस अदर इंडस्ट्री है, राइट? तो इंडस्ट्री वाइज आपके केपीआई चेंज होंगे। तो अब रिलायंस को अगर बनाना है तो उसको अगर 10 इंडस्ट्री का बनाना है तो एक पीपीटी में 10 स्लाइड डाल के देना पड़ेगा, सो दैट ईच एंड एवरी स्लाइड कैन बी अंडरस्टूड। ऐसा। सो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी लाइक कि सबका खिचड़ी बना देंगे, नो, राइट? सो इट इज बेस्ड ऑन इंडस्ट्री। HR dashboard. Okay. So if you are from a HR, okay, what are the things that you need to track related to employees? Okay. So employee by department, हर एक department में how many employees are there? Employee based on designation. Okay, male female ratio, right? These are called KPIs. Okay. So all these things they have to track. Okay, so that they can take decision based on that. For example, average sick leave. Okay, if the average sick leave is very high, then there is something wrong with maybe there's something wrong with the facilities that we have, because people are getting uh, sick. Okay, maybe they might be taking it by the name of sick leave, but yeah. So sick leave is, in that case, it can be said that sick leave is very very high, so it can be alarming. So as you can see, this red part. Okay, so if this bar comes under the red part, that means there is something alarming that is there, right? So ऐसे करके we have to track, each and every department has to track their numbers. Okay.
सर,
Yeah.
सर इज देयर एनी कस्टमाइजेशन अवेलेबल इन दिस दैट डैशबोर्ड, लाइक ये तो जो भी आउटपुट देता होगा ये ऑटोमेटिक लाइक बाय डिफॉल्ट ये देता होगा लाइक।
No, no,
और
no, 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 there are customized, each and everything can be customized. It is based on what you know.
के लाइक
Whatever
मैं
changes
चाहता
here,
हूँ कि ये जो ग्राफ है जो ग्रीन कलर से शो हो रही है वो येलो हो
you
जाए।
can change it, yes. We'll see that in tomorrow's session.
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Then sales dashboard. This is one of the most important dashboards. Okay, this is a dashboard which we track on a daily basis. Okay, on a daily basis we have to track the sales, right? जैसे Reliance stores है, Reliance के smart stores है, right? They have to actually give daily sales data so that it can be analyzed. The sales trend can be analyzed, whether my sales is growing or not. Okay, what is the status of my sales? So sales dashboard is one of the most important dashboard as far as uh, analytics is concerned. Yes. Anybody has any doubt?
सर स्टॉक मार्केट वाला सीसी में समवेयर रिलेटेड टू दिस और व्हाट, स्टॉक
I
मार्केट
didn't
वाले,
get you. Sorry.
स्टॉक मार्केट वाला जो डैशबोर्ड होता है ना, लाइक वो जो उसका मार्केट ट्रेंड होता है वो इसी में रिलेटेड है क्या, सेल्स का डैशबोर्ड के आसपास, लाइक समवेयर
नहीं,
रिलेटेड?
नहीं, नहीं, आप दो चीजों को मिक्स कर रहे हो। दैट इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट। मैं बिजनेस की बात कर रहा हूँ। आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टॉक मार्केट। उसका भी डैशबोर्ड बना सकते हैं, बट
हाँ
आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट। मैं आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अ बिजनेस इन विच सेल्स हैपेंस, राइट? Then customer related dashboard, whatever the customers that we have. Okay. So what is the conversion rate? Okay, what are the campaigns that we are running? Campaigns are nothing but the marketing cost, right? How many ads that we are running? Okay. sales versus session, and a lot of things are there. This is logistics dashboard. Logistics is nothing but transport. So when you get your material, that is also a transport, and when you sell, that then also you have to do a lot of transportation cost. Okay, so that analysis also happens, right? So this was all about the dashboard. Okay, how these dashboards are created. Okay, now let me just show you how this Power BI looks like. Okay, so once you install, I think I have already given the installation guide in this what we say in the group. Okay, but I'll show you how you can actually. So if you go into your system, there is a Microsoft Store. Okay, so if you go into Store, you have to search Power BI Desktop. So once you go into Power BI Desktop, as you can see, this Power BI Desktop, this is what we need to download. Okay, in my system, it is already downloaded, so it is giving me an option to open it. But in your system, you have to download it. Okay, once you download it, you can go into open. And I have given you the list of things that are required. Okay, so 8 GB RAM is minimum. Okay, uh, for Power BI installation. And Power BI is not, compatible to MacBook. So you need to have your this thing. You need to have what we call it, Microsoft PC. Okay. So once you open that, this is a kind of page that gets opened. Now the first thing that you need to do is that you need to add some data. So as you can see, there are various different options to do that. First of all, I'll go into blank report. Just like in Excel also, if I open that Excel, okay, it asks me whether you want to open a blank report. The same way in Power BI also, it gives me an option to open a blank report. So I'll click on blank report. So see, this blank report will get open, right? So it has various different tabs, various different options that are available, right? Now, my first thing is to add some data. Right now, this dashboard doesn't have any data. Okay. Now, if I want to add some data into it, okay, how I can add is, if you can see, there's an option of Excel workbook here also and here also. Okay. So there are two places through which we can actually upload our data. Right now, we are focusing on uploading an Excel sheet. So let me just click on this import data from Excel. So once I import, I can go on to the file which I want to import. For example, I want to import this file, Global Superstore 2020. This is a sample data. So I'll just click on this file and import. So once I import, it will take some time to upload. So this is creating a connection with the data. Okay. So now see, in my Excel sheet, there are three sheets, 2023, sheet 1, sheet 2. Now, if I want to upload 2023 sheet, I'll just click on 2023. And here, this will be the preview of my data. Whatever the data that I have, it will show me the preview here, right? And I'll click on load. So once I click on load, okay, this file will be loaded to my Power BI dashboard. So it takes time. It depends on the size of the file. If the size of the file is high, then it takes some time. And it is creating a connection. Okay. So let it create the connection, and then we will start the work. So see, 17,000 rows have been added. Okay. Now see, in the extreme right, you will have a column called 2023, right? If you click on this, you will have all the various fields that are there related to that data. Okay. Right. On the same way, if you go here, table view, you will have all the data which you have uploaded in the form of tables. Can you see this? This is just like Excel data uploaded to Power BI. Now, why have I uploaded this data? I want to create certain visuals. Okay, right? So let us start creating our some of the visuals. For example, the first and the basic visual, that is called card visual. Can you see this card visual? I'll just click on card visual. So a blank visual will come. This is called visual. Okay. This is called visual. I have just created a blank visual. Now I want a number into it. For example, I want to see what is the total sales. Okay. So as you can see that here I have various columns. One of the columns is sales. So I'll just click search on sales. So as you can see that sales column is there. I'll just click and drag the sales into field. So see, my number of sales will come. 4.3 million is my sales, right? This is how how easily a single visual can be created, right? So this is what we call build a visual. What I have done is I have just built a visual. Now, if I want to do some changes, I can go here under formatting tab and I can do all the changes. For example, if I want the color to be blue, I'll just click on blue. So the color will be blue, right? This is what somebody was asking, right? Can we do the modification? See, we can do the modification. We can do it italics, we can do it underline, we can do it bold also. Okay. So you can do the customization, you can increase and decrease the size. Okay. You can change the units also. Let me just make it single. 4.3 million is my number, right? So there are various different customizable options that are available here, and you can customize it based on your requirement. For example, let me just put a title. So title will be total sales, right? So total sales have come into the title. Let me just change the color to blue. Increase the size to maybe 20, 25, or maybe 30. So you can increase the size based on your requirement. Okay, you can also give a background. For example, if I want to give a blue background and if I want the text color to be white, okay, something like this, so that my visual looks appealing. Okay, now see, my visual is looking way better than what I had created earlier, right? Now, one more thing I can do is I can change the border. I can just make the border blue and rounded corners as well. Okay, so can you see this? This is one of the visual that is ready, which is showing me the sales number, right? Now, let me just, so right now, what we have done is that we had uploaded a data and we have created our first visual that was total sales. Okay, now, if you see, I have not saved my file. So first thing that I need to do is I need to press Control S so that I can save my file. Let me just quickly go and save my file. So under data, yeah, here, or maybe let us just keep it here. Okay, so Power BI Bootcamp. Okay, don't worry about the file. I'll just share this Power BI file with you. No issues. Okay, so Power BI Bootcamp. Let us make it. Okay, one is fine. Save. So I have just saved this file. Now, the first thing is that you need to actually open the report, add the data and save it. Okay, otherwise your work will be gone. Now, in the same way, I need to create 5 more different, numbers. For example, I want to see profit. I want to see cost. I want to see shipping cost. I want to see total quantity, total units. I want to see number of countries. All these, I need to create. So what I can do is that one way is to create everything from the scratch. Second way is I can actually use a very basic option, that is copy paste. Okay. So let me just use a copy paste option. How? Let me just copy this, select this visual, copy and paste. So see, I have created one more copy to it, right? Now what I'm going to do, I am going to just remove this sales and I'm going to put profit. So my profit is 504K. Now, the only thing that I need to do is that I need to change the total sales to total profit. Same way, if I want to create one more, I just copy paste, removing this, and I'm going to add here, for example, shipping cost. Shipping cost, I'll just put it here. And I'll change the title to ship or maybe total ship cost. If the size is an issue, you can very well increase or decrease the size also, right? So total ship cost is one of the visual that I have created. Or let us make it only ship cost so that it can be a smaller, right? Clear? Now let us create one more. Let us see what else we can create. Quantity. Okay. So let me just remove this and I'll put quantity. So it will show me the quantity of units that are sold. That is quantity sold. Right? So this is my fourth visual that I've created. Now see, the best part about Power BI is if you create a single visual, you can use it as a copy paste and you just keep on changing the base data. So what will happen is that once you change the base data, okay, your visual will be, a new visual will be created, right? With a minimum effort. Okay. The best part is with minimum efforts, you can create all these visuals, right? Let us create the last visual, that is, let me create, for example, yeah. So let me create the countries, okay. Let me go into countries. So as you can see in countries, what is happening? The name of the country is showing. What I can do is that I can go here and count distinct. Okay, so see 146 countries are the total countries in which I do the business, right? I just go into title and put on countries. So see one part of our visual, that is creating the card, is done, right? Now I can go and create more visuals. For example, bar chart. Okay, let me take this stacked bar chart. So let me take this stacked bar chart. The stacked bar chart is a bar chart that we are going to create, right? So bar chart always has x-axis and y-axis, right? Always remember whenever we are going to have, yeah.
सर ये बार चार्ट वाली फिर से एक बार करके दिखा सकते हैं आप?
Yes. So see, bar chart is the first visual, stacked bar chart. I'll click on that and I'll create it and make it like this. Okay. Now, always remember we should have, so we have x-axis and y-axis. So what is x-axis and y-axis? Let me just explain you in Excel so that you can understand. Though we have seen that in our school days, we have learned that in our school days, but I'll show you. So see, whatever is the vertical part of a visual is, that is called y-axis. Okay. And whatever the horizontal part of the visual is, that is called x-axis. Right? So this is 90 degree, right? You might have learned it in your school days, right? This is 90-degree angle, right? Under 90-degree angle, this is whatever is at the bottom is going to be your x-axis, and whatever is there in the vertical format, this is vertical, right? And this is horizontal, right? So whatever is there in the vertical part is going to be my y-axis, right? So in this same way, whatever is at the bottom is x-axis. So let me just put sales under x-axis. So see, right now nothing will come, only single bar will come because I have not put the y-axis. Now if I want to analyze this sales based on category, I'll just put an put category under y-axis. So see, this kind of visual is getting appeared, right? So this is what we call a stacked bar chart. Okay. Now I can add legends to it also. Can you see this option legend? So what is legend? For example, if I want to break this bar based on segment, so I'll just click on segment and break this bar based on legend. Can you see this? A single bar is representing with various different parts to it, right? So right now, this is my three categories. Okay. Technology, furniture, and office supplies. So my business is into three verticals: technology, furniture, and office supplies. Now, and this is the sales number. If you can see at the bottom, this is the sales number that is getting reflected. So with this, I can actually see how so I can clearly see that. See, there are two parts of a visual. One is to create a visual and one is to analyze it, right?
सर
So, yeah.
सर जनरली हम लोग एक्स एक्सिस पे क्या रखते हैं ये हम लोग कैसे डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि एक्स एक्सिस पे क्या रखेंगे और वाई एक्सिस पे क्या रखेंगे
That comes out of practice. Okay. But the shortcut is x-axis is at the bottom. Okay. And based on the visual, this will change. Okay. So अभी ये जो visual आप देख रहे हो, that is a horizontal visual. Okay. Because the bar is going from left to right. Right. And there is a vertical visual. That is the bar will go from top to bottom. So based on that, you need to analyze. Okay. कि x-axis में क्या आएगा कि y-axis में क्या आएगा. The shortcut is you have to always remember that how the bar is going. So if bar is going from bottom to top, so your value, that is sales, will go into y-axis. Okay. And if your bar is going from left to right, okay, then your sales will go into x-axis. Okay. So you have to just figure out where you are going to put your sales. And even if you get it wrong, you can very well try and do a trial and error also. Okay. So trial and error also will help you understand where my sales should be. Once I create that, I can change it also. I can change my axis as and when I require. Now, technology, furniture, and office supplies. If I want to break technology between segments, so I have three segments: consumer, corporate, home office. Okay. So in this way, I have created my visual, right? Now I'll format this. Okay. Whatever the formatting options that are there, I'll just use that and format. For example, I don't want the title. Okay. Then let me just change the title of the visual. So title will be category wise sales. Okay. Let me just make it bold, make it blue. Okay. Increase the size, make it center, right? And here I can do what? I can remove the title from the region. Yes. And make it bold. Yes. Okay. So this way I can create my visual. Now I can give a border. So I click on border, make it blue and make it to 12. So this visual will look similar to what I created earlier. One more thing I can do is I can go into title. I can make the background of the title to be blue and text to be white. So see, always remember whenever you are creating the visual, make sure that all the visuals are in sync. Right now it is in sync. So my color coding is very much sync. So what I'm doing, I'm only using two colors. Okay, always it is always suggested to have two or three colors max to max as far as creating a dashboard is concerned. Okay, right now I am using primarily two colors. Okay, white and blue. Okay, now one more thing I can do here is I can just um, put labels. So see, numbers are also coming. Okay, so this is a visual that has to be created, and as I told you that this can be customized. Okay, let me create one more visual that is called stacked column chart. So let me just click on stacked column chart. So in this, again, the x-axis and y-axis I need to decide. Okay. Now see the bars are going from the bottom to up. That means my sales will come under y-axis. So I'll quickly put sales under y-axis. Clear? I have put sales under y-axis and my subcategory. Let me just take subcategory under x-axis. Now see, this is my one of the visual that is subcategory by sales. Now, if I don't want to do all the hard work which I have done with this visual, so in this visual, what I have done all the hard work. I have changed the colors. I have done everything. What I can do is that I can have a shortcut to make this visual as this visual. How? Let me just click on that, and there's an option of format painter. I'll click on that, and I'll click on this. Can you see this? The entire format of this visual have been changed based on the visual that I have already created, right? So let me
Sir,
just quickly, yeah,
sir, if I want to highlight those words like sum of sales, subcategory like phones, copiers, वो थोड़ी वो दिख
highlight
नहीं रही?
means that
Highlight.
editing you can do. There are options to do it. Okay, so that editing very well you can do. Let me just change it to subcategory wise sales, right? Then I can maybe let me just go into axis, x-axis, remove title. Okay, then maybe in the x-axis, let me just make it bold so that it can be visible. I can increase the size of it also. So you have to just manage the space. If the values are more, you can just manage the space like this. Okay. Maybe let me just reduce it. Yeah. I can decrease the decimals also. Click
सर
on
आपने
this.
ये कैसे किया? लाइक नीचे जो एक्स एक्सिस में जो भी डाटा है उनको बोल्ड कैसे किया?
यहाँ पे x-axis का ऑप्शन है. If you go here, यहाँ पे ये देखो bold का ऑप्शन है. So axis wise you have to change it.
ओके
Then I'll just go into decimals. Just then let's go reduce decimals. I can change this auto units to K also, that is thousands. 1,000 and remove decimals. So I can change the numbers also, right? And then we just go into y-axis. Remove this. Remove the title. Okay. For example, these also numbers I want to have it in bold. Okay. So I can do that also. Under values, there's an option of bold. So these numbers are bold. Then under x-axis also, this is bold. And now I'm going to go into data labels. So under data labels also, there's an option of values. And here I can make it bold. Okay. So in this way, you can do the changes, right? Here also under, see, there are a lot of options that are available. Here also, if you want to change this millions into thousands, you can do that. Okay. So this is what? This is y-axis. So I'll just go into y-axis here, values, auto, instead of auto, let us put thousands. So see, this is how you can change your visual based on your requirement. Here also, we can just put under x-axis values, Instead of auto, let us make it thousands. Okay. Now this number is looking good. Now let us create one more visual that is called line chart. Very, very important chart. Okay. So let me just click on this line chart, and line chart shows trends. Okay. Trend means over the period of time, what has been my sales. Simple. So it will have two things. One is date and one is sales. Okay. So let me just quickly put sales under x-axis and my month. Okay, so I have month in my data. Let me just see which, yeah. So this is the month I can take under y-axis. Okay, so it's count of month. Just a second. Let me change this one. So let me just put states. Can you see this? From January onwards, what has been my trend till December? This is what we call trend analysis, right? So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to see the trend of sales, right? This is very, very important visual for a dashboard. Okay, that is called trend analysis, where we are trying to see the sales trend. Now, I will just copy, format, enter this and change it to this. Okay, let me just change the name month-wise sales. Okay, and the numbers are in thousands. Everything is fine. If I want to make it bold, I can make it bold. And this is how my first, basic level dashboard is. This is a basic level dashboard. Okay. So how this dashboard look like, I'll just show you. Fit to page. Let us take it. Fit to page. Okay. So this is the kind of dashboard, basic level dashboard that you can actually create. Okay. And it is complete. The tool is completely free to create all these visuals. If you want to publish it, then there is a license that is required. Okay. As far as creating this visual is concerned, for example, I want to use this visual into a PPT. Okay. What I can do is that I can just click on PPT. So visual is already prepared. Okay. So I'll click on this PPT. I'll just remove this. I'll just go here, and I guess everybody knows how to create a screenshot, right? Let me just take a screenshot of this dashboard. Okay. So instead of giving an Excel, data in the form of an Excel sheet, I can use this, Power BI dashboard to actually create this in the form of something like this. Can you see this? This is how you can actually, visualize your data. This is what we call visualizing the data, right? So here in a single page, I can see the total sales, total profit, ship cost, quantity sold, countries, okay, category wise sales, subcategory wise sales, month wise sales. Okay. So most of the things of a standpoint of a sales, okay, I can see in a single page. Okay. And this dashboards can be customized based on your requirement. Okay. So that is what is the power of creating dashboards in Power BI. Okay, so it took us around 20 minutes to create this dashboard. Okay, I think we started off at 12:30. 20-25 minutes it created, and it actually took me. But there is an option which we are going to see tomorrow, where and even this 20-30 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever we took in this period, I was actually explaining you also while creating it. Okay, so when I explain it, it takes some time. Okay, but we are going to create this exact same dashboard by just going a prompt, by just writing a prompt. So it would be like text to visual. Okay, I am going to create that in tomorrow's session. So in tomorrow's session, what we are going to do is that we are going to actually create this dashboard under 10 minutes. Okay, that is what will be the feature of tomorrow's session, right? So right now we took around 25 minutes, including that time period for which I was explaining you. Now I am going to create the same dashboard under 10 minutes, okay, in front of you by using a option that is available in Power BI, right? So I hope, you might have got a lot of fruitful information related to Power BI, okay, how to create a dashboard in today's session. And, stay tuned for tomorrow's session also. As I told you that whosoever is going to attend the session for both the days, we will be giving the bonuses that we have discussed. Okay, 3 bonuses are there. Okay, so those who are going to stick and those who are going to come, okay, uh, for tomorrow's session, please do come so that you can avail the bonuses. So we are going to give the bonuses only for those people who are going to attend for the 2 days. Okay. And if you want to know more about what is Power BI, okay, what is data analytics, okay, so Raj has actually put the links in the chat. Okay, you can very well go and book your call, one-to-one call. So if you still have some doubts related to Power BI, if you want to know more, if you want to enroll for our Power BI detailed course, okay, so you can very well use that link. Okay, link is there in the description. Okay, so let me just quickly go and show you what we are going to cover in tomorrow's session. So if as we discussed, okay, yeah. So day 2 will be more, fruitful for you because we are going to see how to create a dashboard under 10 minutes. Okay, and then we have right now whatever I showed you, this is just a basic level visualization. We have a lot of things that are there in Power BI. It is a very comprehensive tool. It has a lot of different options that are available, which we are going to see. Then we are going to see Power BI tips and tricks. Okay, how to leverage AI. Somebody was saying that how we can leverage AI. So first option I'm going to show you with creating this 10 minutes dashboard. So that here in first part we are going to see what is the AI that is inbuilt in Power BI. Here we are going to use ChatGPT for our work. And then we have bonus distribution. As I told you that those who are going to attend for both the days, we are going to give bonuses worth 20,000. First is we are going to give a list of top 100 AI tools which can help you in every walk of life, not related to data analytics. If you want to create image, if you want to create video, a lot of tools are there which you can use. Second is MS Excel master sheet, where all the relevant formulas related to data analytics, which you should know, are there into it. Okay, there you can go and you can practice that formulas. There is a sample data set also which you can use. And then we have our resume building recorded workshop that we are going to share with you, right? So with this, we are just wrapping up today's session. Hope whatever the time that you have spent with us, was fruitful. And if I can get a quick feedback from you guys, how was the session? Did you like it? Okay,
Yes, sir. It
you
were
can,
very much
yeah,
insightful.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. So you can use the chat also if you don't want to speak up. But thank you very much for attending the session. Okay. So it was I didn't notice it. It was like 2 hour session. Okay. 2 hour session is a very what we can say, overwhelming session. But still you have managed to be till the end. Thank you very much. Others, please, you can share your thoughts in the chat also, or you can speak up also. Okay.
Sir, I have two questions. Like,
Yes. You can ask your doubts now, no problem.
sir, like this term bootcamp, what does it mean? Like, it is like prevalent in many courses. Like, मैंने देखा है बहुत, पर अब समझ नहीं आया bootcamp है होता क्या है?
Bootcamp is nothing but introductory sessions where we are trying to make you aware about a tool. Okay. Here in boot camps, what happens is that you should attend boot camps. Okay. It actually gives you an opportunity to know how is the tool, whether I'll be able to learn it or not. Okay. It is just an introduction to a tool. So, for example, out of 100%, by these boot camps, you will be able to learn 20-30% of that tool. Okay, which is very, very important because many people actually enroll for the course and then they find it difficult to create these visuals. Okay, so instead of buying a course, you should test it. So these boot camps actually help you test your skill also and test what is required for the tool.
Sir,
So a lot of people do it.
like there are many courses on Udemy. They are listed as bootcamp, like advanced Python, Excel. वो भी bootcamp होता है सर. तो introductory में bootcamp कैसे हो सकता है?
So see, fine, if you are getting something for 499, okay, don't expect that it is going to be a detailed course.
Yes, sir.
So you have to apply your mind there that, how can you get something in 499? Okay. So that has to be applied. Many people think that we are going to get world in 500 rupees. So see, one of my mentors said a very good thing with me, and which I apply in my life is when you are going to create your successful career, don't do it in a cheap way. Okay, you cannot create a successful career in a cheap way. What does that mean? That means that if you want to create a successful career, you have to spend your time, spend your money, then only the successful career gets created. Okay. So when I enrolled, I also enrolled for like around 1.5 to 2 lakh rupee course. That's how I learned all these skills. Okay. So if I be dependent on this 499 rupee course, okay, things are not going to change drastically. Change will come when you are going to go for comprehensive courses, when there would be a hand holding. Okay, so I suggest you, though it is good to attend all these short versions of courses. Okay, that gives you a what we can say, a clarity about the tool, whether you will be able to do it or not. Okay, so that Udemy courses or any courses, I don't say that they are not good. They might be good, but they are not going to make a huge impact in your life. You will learn something, but the learning will be very confined, right? So obviously, uh, जैसे in Mumbai, the saying is you can eat a lunch or a breakfast in 10 rupee also and 10,000 rupee also. Okay, right? But there is a difference between the two, right? So that is what is the difference between learning also. So if you are learning something which is a comprehensive course, okay, you have to spend. Obviously, I have spent and I am still spending. Okay, so never think before spending for your learning. This is what I will say.
Sir, one more doubt. Like,
Yeah.
want to ask. Like, ये जो डेटा भी पावर बीआई है, ये पूरा डिपेंडेंट है डेटा पे सर. लाइक डेटा हमारे पास रहेगा तभी हम लोग विजुअलाइज कर सकते हैं. तो कोई
Obviously, वो तो रहेगा ही.
हाँ, कोई ऐसी साइट है जहां से हम रॉ डेटा ये मतलब प्रोसेस डेटा गेन कर सके, कोई ऐसी साइट?
Yes. I will just show you. Very good question. So see, ये जो data है, whatever data I have used, okay, this is a sample superstore data. So if you go into Google, okay, otherwise I'll also give you that data, but you can very well download it, okay. Sample superstore data set for Power BI. If you go into any website, okay, so ये देखो Tableau को भी दिखा रहा है, okay, you can go into that also. Tableau and Power BI use the same kind of Excel sheet. So you can go here also and you can download that Excel sheet and start working upon it. Okay. So see here, sample superstore data is there. I'll just download it. So see, it is downloaded. So see this downloaded file, you can open it. So see, this is a sample database, right? My data is also similar. If you see category, subcategory, all these things are there, right? If you want,
Yes.
I'll send you this data. But you can very well go and I'll just put it in the chat. You can take it from there.
सर लाइक
Yes.
जहाँ पे डाटा डाटा गेन करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, उस डाटा को कैसे गेन कर सकते हैं?
Example.
लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे एमबीए में एक प्रोजेक्ट मिला है, प्रोजेक्ट बोल सकते हैं या फिर पीपीटी मिला है, जहाँ पे मेरे को महाभारता, लेसन्स फ्रॉम महाभारता पे इथिक्स एंड मोरल पे वो डाटा चाहिए कि
ये तो इट इज वेरी 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 मच इजीली अवेलेबल, बट डेटा क्यों, मतलब उसमें यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ प्रेजेंटेशन, राइट? उसमें नंबर्स तो होंगे नहीं।
मैम ने बोला है कि लाइक उसमें डेटा शो होना चाहिए, वो पीपीटी में आना चाहिए, डेटा इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट।
डेटा व्हाट नंबर्स आर यू गोइंग टू गेट फ्रॉम महाभारत? व्हाट
लाइक
नंबर माइंड?
इथिक्स एंड मोरल में लाइक मैं जहाँ तक गेन
नहीं
कर पा रहा
एथिक्स,
हूँ।
नहीं, आप यू हैव गॉट इट रॉन्ग। एथिक्स एंड मोरल्स का यहाँ पे पावर बीआई या डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन में कोई काम ही नहीं है। सी, अगेन अ वेरी फंडामेंटल प्रॉब्लम दैट पीपल हैव इज दैट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू एवरीथिंग इन पावर बीआई। हो ही नहीं सकता पॉसिबल। जहाँ पे
सर
नंबर्स हैं,
हाँ।
अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे पास महाभारत में 100 कैरेक्टर्स हैं, 100 कैरेक्टर्स को मैं अगर कुछ पॉइंट्स देना चाहता हूँ, देन दैट बिकम्स माई पावर बीआई पार्ट। अगर मैं उसके मॉरल्स और एथिक्स पे बात करूंगा तो देर इज नो नंबर, राइट? हम
दैट इज
यहाँ पे
इमोशनल।
नंबर को एनालाइज करने के लिए बैठे हैं।
और सर सीएसआर पे कर सकते हैं, लाइक कॉर्पोरेट सोशल
यहाँ
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उस।
सीएसआर में व्हेन दे आर स्पेंडिंग, सीएसआर में कर सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल सीएसआर इज समथिंग वेयर यू आर स्पेंडिंग मनी, करेक्ट? सो बेस्ड ऑन दैट स्पेंड, तो आपके पास डेटा आएगा ना कि मैंने कितनी किस चीज पे कितना कितना पैसा खर्च किया है। सो
हाँ,
दैट कैन बी वेरी वेल विजुअलाइज्ड। सी,
तो सर वो
wherever there is a number,
मिल जाएगा, राइट?
wherever there is a number, you can analyze that data. If there is no number, there is no analysis.
ओके सर।
Okay, guys, so that is it for today's session. Thank you very much for attending the session, and do attend the session. And hopefully, everybody is part of the group, right? Let me just give the link of the group so that you can be a part of the group, because we are going to post a lot of things into group. I guess everybody is a part of group. Anybody who is not the part of the group that we have created?
सर डाटा गिक्स्टर्स, राइट? वे आर द पार्ट ऑफ इट।
Master, yeah, Data Geeksters also you might be part of it. Master Power BI 2 days bootcamp. There is a group. Okay, let me just give you that also. So be part of it, because I'm going to put details there. Let me just give you that link. So I am pasting the link of this WhatsApp group. Please join this, because we are going to give all the reminders related to the classes here, and we have our weekly free sessions also. So you can be a part of it also. Okay, so the link is there in the chat. You can just join, and I guess you guys know that we have our YouTube channel, so you can find a lot of free content there also if you want to consume. Let me just give you that also. And if somebody is interested to actually know more about, uh, uh, you know, uh, know more about Power BI, know more about data analytics, you can very well go and book for one-to-one call. Okay. Let me just give you the, so let me just show you also. So
सर
just a
सर
second,
ओके
just a second. So see, this is our YouTube channel. Okay. Here, if you go, there are various sections. Okay. All the previous lecture recordings are there. Okay, here you will find a lot of free content related to Power BI. As you can see that all the visuals even also we have tried to give you. Okay, so all these Power BI related lessons are there. So if you are interested, you can go and subscribe for this, and you can get all the data. I just put the link so that you can, or let me just put this link. So you can just subscribe to this so that you can get all the free content. Yes, anybody was asking anything? Yes.
सर द लिंक विच यू गिव, लाइक द वेबसाइट यू इंट्रोड्यूस टू मी, तो वो इज इट इज वन गो, लाइक वन स्टॉप सोल्यूशन की और भी वेबसाइट्स हैं अल्टरनेटिव?
कौन सा साइट का?
सर सैंपल सुपर स्टोर।
Google पे whatever you will find that is available, but sample superstore is the data that that gets circulated all across the world. कोई भी अगर अच्छा ट्रेनर बड़ा ट्रेनर होगा ना, you will find him using global superstore data, because उसमें क्या है, global superstore data is comprehensive. You can do a lot of analysis on that. So I have put the YouTube channel link. So if you want, you can go and subscribe. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
already.
So okay, great. So thank you very much for attending the session. See you tomorrow's session, and please do attend it so that you can grab your bonuses. Okay. That is it for today. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.